Alright, so hello everybody. Back from the last episode where I did a ton of boss battles and got us quite a few orbs use of it. I had that up because I had to go take care of something before I started recording this episode. Alright, so we're going to enter the 19th mission, and when I hit play here, when I hit next, we're going to begin a cutscene. And this is the last episode before I'm going to have to go and collect everything. It is due the last episode before the final boss. So, let's begin! Mission 19, Forces Collide. Topple the Great Beast with Fate's Bullet. So, in my personal opinion, this is the point where it goes from being, you know, you can fight bosses multiple times over and over and over and stuff and be ready for it, to what are you gonna do? Because my first run through, this boss proved to be incredibly hard. And also, there's a reason why this is the only Devil May Cry that actually has multiplayer. It happens at this boss battle. I'm not going to say anything about what it is specifically, but I will let you all know that that happens in this boss battle. So, we are 2 upgrades away from finally maxing out our DT, which will earn us an achievement. However, we're only halfway there to getting all the blue orbs. We're nowhere near ready to get all the secret missions, however. That's a different story. I really don't bother with gold orbs and holy water, honestly. I literally have never used a holy water. I think I used stars before. Jeez, I have 6 of these? Holy fuck. I think I used a vital star or something before. I know I used a gold orb before to, you know, make it easy to not have to make me do the whole boss battle. So technically that one doesn't count. It does, but it doesn't at the same time because I would have replayed and beaten him just for the sake of really wanting to take that. So either we can increase our health or increase our DT. Our DT, again, pretty damn close to finishing, but we're nowhere near ready to finish the health, so we gotta finish that. Now we have 2 left in the shop to get, but we still have, I think, 11 secret missions? And then I think I missed another orb at some point. And I don't think I'll max out all the styles, but I will get them to level 2, so I can show off some of their abilities, and I will explain the 3rd level. I'll give these abilities some screen time. And of course, Trickster will just stay on for this boss battle. You can use any equipment you want, it's just that I prefer to use Navon for heal factor and the flying DT. And then Rebellion is just my main go-to weapon. And as you all saw, if you watched the spin-up boss battles, when there's at least 2 enemies, Navon can get you a triple S from a C. So, Navon's really good for combos. If you want to improve your score, that'd be an Ivory, max leveled, Carolyn Ann for maximum fire rate. It'd be really slow if we didn't upgrade it, actually. It's firing kind of similar to the shotgun fire rate, if you realized. Okay, so let's begin. Alright, so really this is a little weirder than normal. For one, this area is pretty damn cool. But then we got these little bastards that I encountered once. And I explained to you all how much I don't like them. But they, at least unlike some other enemies that have their own annoyance problems, they're not completely immune to knockbacking stuff. Now, I believe these are called Infernos or something like that. That makes them sound like they're literally of hell, which is pretty cool compared to the 7 Sins enemies, which are just like revamped versions of the basic enemy in the game. There's a couple more like I thought. Yeah, these guys don't like it if you have fun, so to say. they also do not appreciate knockback. Alright. So my usual tactics kind of don't work a little bit against these guys, but not by a game-breaking amount. Yeah, that was him finally going away. So as we progress, we're going to go through some really weird areas, and I do like how it's gone from the cathedral look to another cathedral look to a strange ending. So, oh god, what was the gimmick here? Substance projects image in image, punishes substance. Okay, so when you're in those windows where you can see the enemies, and like you see yourself too, you can actually damage them, or is it you have to attack it? Otherwise, you'll be taking the damage. Oh no, they're immortal when they're not in the view of a mirror. So you have to be able to see their reflections, otherwise you can't do jack to these guys. I think that was it. Was that it? What do you say? Stop the vicious circle by bending time and space. Looks like something can be inserted here. Okay, so obviously this is going to repeat forever. Okay, that doesn't seem to do anything good. I really can't remember this room because this room is so weird. Oh wait, no, I have to be able to see it, don't I? No, you're in the mirror's protection, but you're not taking damage. Oh no, hang on, I think I got it. No, that would not be it. Okay, shatter the mirrors. I really couldn't remember the puzzle for the life of me. There we go. And then, yeah, then you gotta do it for each of these mirrors, which kind of sucks. Oh, plus they can block for the mirror, because that's... this is like a weird thing about warping dimensions, honestly. Oh, really? You don't want me doing it? I mean, the good thing is I think the damage stays when it shifts, so... Really? This is pretty much all you can do, honestly, in this area. Find mirror. Oh, okay, so we only have to do it twice at least. This is, again, since it is the close to final boss area, I don't really remember it. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be some really weird areas. So if I go through this, we're gonna go to another weird area. This one's kind of annoying, if I remember correctly. Okay, it starts you off with relatively easy to take damage. I know it's a little bit slower around here because then they can't touch me. So I think I have to kill them in the time limit? Was that what it was here? I think that was what it was. Yeah, and that time limit's staying strong. Now the good news is because these guys are so hardy, you can easily get high combos on them. And this is where my main combo attack comes from. Oh hey, how you doing, buddy? I don't like you anymore. You can suck my dick. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. These enemies reset entirely if you don't finish them in time. So you gotta be quick and aggressive with them. Now, the only difference between these guys and the red guys when it comes to their little dashing attack, it has way less range, I've noticed, in addition to, well, not being the same in terms of mechanic-wise. They don't spam it at random. It's not like it's unique to them. These guys are actually intelligent in that they have several patterns they can do, and they kind of consider it a little bit when they choose which one to do. And stun lock all of them.
You scared? Blast off! Blast off! Blast off! Blast off!
Come on, I'm just trying to focus on this one guy. And also trying to keep my score really high. Can't tell you can tell. My main combo is launcher, then skybreak or helm breaker. By launcher, I do mean the uppercut. Okay. So I do believe that there was no portal to exit or enter anyway. Let me go in here. There we go. Brings us back to the Lost Souls Nirvana, where we can switch our weapons for one last time if we wish. I'm pretty sure I'm good with this, and I don't have enough to really get any last minute upgrades, so I'm just gonna go. Okay, bring us back here, then one more time, and if we put the thing there, it should. Yeah, that's what it was. So also the cool thing is that if you look at them mirror thingies that keep teleporting us, you can kind of see where you're going when you look into it, which is a cool little feature. It's not very easy to tell what it's trying to give you, but still. So as you can see, we're getting closer to the Demon Hole area. And also, Terra Magru appears to be kind of more breaking, I guess? I don't know. But this is, right here, the last chance you'll have to buy anything with any of your current orbs without having to go back and do more fighting. So when I enter this door, it'll be the final boss battle. And I'm pretty sure I want to go with this equipment. And even if not, if I do fail, I'll stop the recording and the audio. And I'll double check that this is the stuff I want to go in with. Because I know what I want, it's just that I don't have the text file that says what I prefer to use each level on. So it's hard to remember. Alright, so... oh boy. Here we go!
It's like staring into a backed-up toilet. Why do you always stick your nose in other families' business? Come on, dude. Don't you have any hobbies? My father wasn't so hideous. Can't you tell by looking at me? Anyway, that shape suits you better. Let's begin the main event.
I agree, Dante. Let's go at this. Alright, so what happened basically is that now that Orko had the power of Sparta, it manifested within him for a brief period of time, and then kind of his body couldn't take it, as he said himself. The power was overflooding his body. So this boss is not only incredibly creepy looking, but has an incredible amount of annoying abilities to it. Case in point would be something as the first attack it started off with doing. All these tentacles that it can produce can actually change stuff, and if I remember correctly, it has an aura around it that it can change its attacking pattern. Okay, we're stuck with this for now. So this is like my least favorite thing to have to deal with ever, because it's the most BS ever. Do not let those things yeah, don't let them get you in the center of that, whatever you do. Because otherwise, you're gonna die. Like, almost guarantee it. Now, luckily, the reason I like to use Carolyn Ann is because she's able to clear out these motherfuckers real fast. As in, only a couple of them get to live, and even then, they suck. So, again, Arkham does have a couple different things about him. If you pay attention to any colors that he kind of flips up, it'll change his attack pattern a little bit. You want to save your DT for when he's actually hittable, like right now. And if you're using the same exact setup as me, I do suggest taking Nirvan's healing factor to your fullest advantage. And make sure to not let these guys get a hold on you, because if they do, they stun lock you like forever. Do not give them a chance to even let one land. Just keep spamming Carolyn Ann as long as they're around. And then when Arkham comes back, just go back to comboing him. Now, at one point this difficulty changes immensely. I don't remember how it does so. Just like something about the fight's supposed to make it way harder. Those snakes that you just shot are really annoying if they do it though. Oh god, I forgot what that attack did. Alright, back to using Carolyn Ann some more. Yeah, if you just sit here and spam holding down lock on, it usually works in your favor. Now, usually being the keyword that I just said. There we go. Without Carolyn Ann, I would be mostly lost in this boss battle, so I wouldn't know half of my own attacks to do when Arkham wasn't around. I mean, you can do Carolyn Ann, not Carolyn Ann,
I've come to retrieve my power. You can't handle it. Look at you, making a big dramatic entrance and stealing a spotlight. What? You don't possibly believe that he deserves to be our main event now, do you? Now that you mention it, you're right. You should come to realize you cannot control the power of Sparta. You're wasting your time, buddy. I think he needs to learn the hard way.
Yeah, so at this point, if you have anybody with you, they can pick up another controller, and when the battle begins, press start and immediately act as Virgil, in the special edition of DMC, that is, or 3. If you don't have the special edition of DMC 3, this is not doable. However, also, Virgil functions just like he does when you get to play as him later, which we will unlock when we, finally beat Mission 20. So yeah. The only thing, though, is that in this version, where you do get to not control him, because I don't have anybody with me, you can still control Virgil in a sense, because he will mirror all of your movements, literally, and you press B, Virgil will teleport right to you, and you can literally sit back while Virgil does some pretty good ass-kicking. Yeah, see what I mean? You can just spam, and he'll attack for you, for the most part. This is a great strategy if you're low on health. However, then you run into a couple problems. Like, at this point right here, if you don't have Virgil defend you, or, yeah, Virgil. I'm bad with the names. as Arkham again. Oh yeah, you lose your DT in this part! I forgot about that! That's what actually makes this very annoying. Try and keep your health as high as you can before this. Ah, you lose your style tricks too! Well, about 90% of my strategies are now gone. Okay, I literally, really big time fucked up because I forgot how this battle works. It's actually kind of, without a second player using Virgil, it is more defective than it is effective. Kind of interesting. I mean, if you had a second player using Virgils, and there's a million different ways this could go amazing for you. Yeah. Here's an example of how it can go bad. So, considering, like, how annoying that boss fight is, I'm actually going to use a golden orb here. It's totally doable without a golden orb, and the only part is he did just hide away, but we're back at full health. So it's at this point in the game, like right at that 50% mark, where I actually start to use items if I'm not very decked out. Now on my personal profile, before on the PS2, it has this thing you can use where you just press a combination of buttons, which is basically all the faces and the shoulders, in addition to these start and select buttons, and you win the game literally by unlocking everything. I did that, but before so, I had roughly these stats that you're seeing, and I managed to beat the game. So there you go, you get the achievement Asylum, which is to defeat Arkham.
I'll try it your way for once. Remember what we used to say? Jackpot. Not very classy for someone's dying words.
So, yeah, that brings us to the end of Mission 19 and to Mission 20. I did surprisingly well, actually, for the first half there, but damage, of course, an item used. So I should be expecting B. Of course. If I hadn't used an item, I could have expected the possibility of able to be there. Not really. So, that's the end of Mission 19. So since the episode will be going up very shortly, spoiler, if you don't want to know what the final boss is, because I'm about to say it in 3, 2, 1, it's Virgil. Kind of, here's also another spoiler in 3, 2, 1, about almost all of the DMC games' final boss, you fight your brother. Yeah. So, when we fight against Virgil, it's suggested you try and get yourself as maxed out as possible. If you can't fully do it, that's fine. I'm going to do it just because it makes it really easy. And we will unlock a couple things for beating the game. Like I said, we'll unlock the ability to play through the story as Virgil, through his perspective, but we'll play through Dante's missions, which is meh. Pretty much that's about it for this episode. If you guys didn't enjoy, or if you didn't enjoy, please leave a like or dislike, respectively, and leave a comment section to inform me what you thought of the episode. What else? Oh yes, make sure to check out the channel to view the whole playlist for the series and maybe other videos that I've done. And lastly but not least, if you hit subscribe in the final video and collection, of all of the extra stuff comes out, it'll go right to your YouTube inbox and you'll be able to see it. So until then, I have been Supermetroidfan, and this has been Devil May Cry 3, special edition, of course, because how the last bit just worked right there. And until the next video, goodbye!